Hey bunnies, welcome to another Naked Sunday video. Before we begin, go ahead and grab yourself a drink. What I'm drinking is vodka with Welch's passion fruit lemonade. Remember back in the day when this is all I would drink, vodka with something from Welch's, and I was like, somebody get me a Welch's sponsorship. I still want that. I'm still waiting on that email from Welch's. So if you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who wants a brand ambassador, send them my way or send them my info. All right. So go ahead and grab your drink, come back, and let's talk. So based on the title, you can see, if you watched last week's video, you'll see that we're pretty much piggybacking off of the topic that we did. What was last week's video called? Five best places to what did I call it? The title of the video was sex in public spaces, and I gave you 5 places that you could have sex in public without getting caught. Okay, and the first one was in a parked car. This is where the inspiration for this video, or that is where the inspiration for this video comes from. I feel like I'm talking very loud today. Very loud. So in that video, I did mention that sex in the car is one of the most common spaces for public sex, and that is, you know, a fact. A little bit of tea on my end. As you all know, or as you should know, I am married, and me and my husband on our first date, we did have sex. And not only did we have sex, we had car sex. Was it the most comfortable thing in the world? Not really, but it happened. We did it. We're here now, 10 years later, still in love. Sips drink. So, tips on how to have car sex. You want to make sure that you dress comfortably, okay? So, no jeans, nothing with buttons, nothing that you have to tie to put back on or to take off, no sneakers, nothing like that. Girls wear a dress like a maxi dress. Guys wear like shorts with an elastic waist that you can just pull down. That way, when you're trying to get into certain positions, you're not fumbling with your pants or with your shoes. When you're trying to get dressed and hurry up and get on to where you need to go, you're not worried about pulling up your jeans and making sure that it, you know, everything is where it's supposed to be. All right, so that is my first tip. Second tip, you want to make sure that you have certain things around the car to make it a successful transaction, I guess. Make sure that there are condoms. Okay, make sure that you have wipes. Make sure that you have like napkins or paper towels for the aftermath. If you're going to be giving head, if she's going to be, or she just so happens to squirt or anything like that, you want to make sure that when you're done, you're as clean as possible before getting to your next destination. Especially if you're like, you know, probably like on your way to a party or something, and you decide to pull over and get a quickie in and then go on. You want to make sure that you look like you didn't just fuck in your back seat. Okay, so that's tip number 2. As far as positions go, there's only so many that you really can do. I would suggest moving to the back seat. If you do decide to stay in the front, you want to make sure your seats go all the way back, and I think this is for more so smaller cars. If you have a smaller car, I think doing it in the front might be easier than doing it in the back. If I'm wrong and you have, you know, different experience, let me know. But when we had a smaller car, I think we mainly did it in the front, right? Yeah, we did it in the front. Push all the seats towards the back. And I remember the first time I went over on, I think, the driver's side, and this was back in my skinnier days, so I don't think now it would really work that way. So if you're thicker girls, I'd recommend trying to get over on the passenger side in a smaller car. Now, if you have like a bigger car or an SUV or something like that, then going in the back would be more convenient. If you have a really big car, what you could do, open the trunk. Because you know, in the SUVs, they have all that trunk space. Go in the trunk. That makes so much sense. And then if your seats can fold down, that's even more space. That's space for cunnilingus, fellatio, doggy style, missionary, all the little basic positions you can think of. you could probably do in the trunk of your SUV. That makes so much sense. I think a light bulb, like literally a light bulb went onto my head, and we're gonna try this probably tonight or tomorrow night, something. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but we have to try it. Anyways, so that's tip number 3, 4, 3. I think that's tip number 3. All right. Tip number 4, make sure that your car has tints. I said this in the last video that if you don't have tints, it's going to be easier for people to, you know, drive past and see you or walk past and see you. You want to make sure your car has tints. If your cars don't have tints, then I wouldn't recommend risking it, but if you do choose to risk it, risk at your own risk. If you don't have tints, you want to go in a more secluded area. Not saying if you have tints you shouldn't be secluded, but you want to take extra precautions to make sure that, you know, to make sure nobody's going to walk past. Because if you have tints and somebody walks past, it's less likely for them to see you doing anything in the car. Okay? Unless it's like a whole Titanic scene and then the windows fog up. But that's if you don't have tints, right? So then you would see the fog. So even more reason for you to have tints on your car. So that's tip number 4. Make sure you're using a car that has tints. Yes.
Just Google it. What did I say? You already did a couple. Wear comfy clothes, park in an isolated area, add ambient light, stay cool. Oh, I know one. Music. But continue. What else? Take advantage of a sunroof. Okay, so she's like outside. Experiment in different spots. Okay. That's it? Okay, those are lame. Oh, there's a car sex position called Car Girl. Which is, I guess it's oh, that's like on the back seat, or that's pretty much how you would always do it. Exactly. Alright, anyways.
So, tip number 5, and this is my final tip, and I think this is a very, very important tip. It's what's playing on the radio. Okay? The wrong song, and maybe it's just me, maybe it's the Virgo in me, I don't know, but the wrong song, the wrong radio station, the wrong music playlist, and I'm stopping everything and then changing, like it's not going to happen. It's not going to go down. Either turn the car completely off, sir, or find some better music. All right? And it can't be your mixtape. It can't be your friend's mixtape. It has to be music that we all know, that we all enjoy, that we can relax to, that won't cause you to question your morals or what's going on in society or the world or whatever. So choose the right music, or just don't play anything at all and listen to the sounds of the noises around you. Sounds of the noises around you. That makes sense? Okay, but yeah, that's tip number 5. The sounds, the music, the noises, the ambiance. Okay? Okay. And that is it for my tips. I gave you 5. If you have some more, comment down below and let us know. Share your experiences, your best and your worst car sex adventures, and let us read it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you share it with your friends. Make sure that you comment. I just said that. Thank you again. Until next time, peace sign and kissy face. Bye.